So what is sin? Because we need to know what it is in order to know how to break free from it. So here is what the Bible says about the definition of sin here. Romans 3:20 says, through the law comes knowledge of sin. So God's law, it gives us knowledge of what sin is. In Romans 7:7, it makes it even more clear. If it had not been for the law, I would not have known sin, for I would not have known what it is to covet if the law had not said, you shall not covet. So Paul's saying here, I wouldn't even know that coveting was a sin had not the law told me it was a sin. The law says, do not covet, so I know that coveting is a sin. And then 1 John 3:4 is especially clear. Sin is the transgression of the law. Sin is the transgression of God's Torah, his law. So here is the Hebrew root for sin. It's a chet tet aleph, and it's a Hebrew root which means to sin or to miss the mark. That's what it means. And interestingly about that is the root of Torah is yarah, which means to point, shoot, direct in order to hit a target. So you can kind of see the connection here. Yarah, which is the root of Torah, has the implication of shooting an arrow in order to hit a target. And then the Torah is like the arrow that is being shot at the target. And then the target is the revelation of God and how we relate to him as his children, how we connect with him, have relationship with him. So it's all about relationship. Following God's commandments, following his Torah, breaking free from sin is all about hitting that target. Because what separated us from God to begin with? The thing that separated us from God to begin with was missing the mark. It was sinning. It was breaking his law in the garden when God said, do not eat from that tree of knowledge of good and evil. And we transgressed that law. We've all eaten from the tree of knowledge of good and evil at one point in time when we've disobeyed a commandment of God. We've all sinned. We've all missed the mark. But the good news is that the gospel is true. The good news is that God so loved the world that he gave his only Son so that whoever believes in him will not perish but will have everlasting life. That there is forgiveness. We can have forgiveness through the blood of Yeshua.